For 2 decades, Venezuela was Russia's showcase in America's backyard. Right? Money flowed, weapons arrived, handshakes were broadcasted. Moscow called Caracas a fortress for them, basically, a symbol, a warning to Washington. But you know what? It all collapsed. Quietly, in fact, diplomatically, quickly, shockingly. US Special Forces moved in. Nicolas Maduro, he was captured. Washington declared control. The world waited for Russia's response, but Moscow did not utter a word. No warships, no air defense threat, no dramatic sanctions. Just words carefully chosen, carefully weak. You're watching Times XP. My name is Dhriti Atri, and let's talk about what really happened here. Why did Kremlin stand still while its closest ally is in the Western Hemisphere? This is not about Venezuela here, this is about Vladimir Putin. Yes, Russia's leader. Remember the investment here, billions of dollars, Russian oil companies, military advisors, advanced weapon systems. In fact, for nearly 20 years, Venezuela was sold as Russia's answer to the US dominance. A chess piece, basically, a loud one. And then the moment came, Russia just walked away. There were no jets, no ships that were crossing the Atlantic, no red lines enforced. Well, the first reason is distance and priority. Russia is stretched thin. Ukraine, sanctions, economy that is under pressure, military resources that are locked closer to the home. Venezuela is really far from Russia, too far for a fight with America, and the second reason is cost. Defending Caracas would mean direct confrontation with the US here. Not proxies, not deniability here, open conflict. And Moscow knows that price is unbearable right now, specifically with the Ukraine fight that is going on. Third reason, damage control. Russia chose silence over humiliation. A loud response followed by failure would have looked the worst. So, Kremlin, they complained. And after that, they stepped aside. This is what makes this very dangerous because allies are watching. If Russia couldn't protect Venezuela, who's next? Who believes Moscow's promises now? Now, for Putin, this is a strategic setback, not on the battlefield, but in perception. Power is not just missiles, power is belief, and belief just took a hit here. Washington knows this, Beijing knows this, so do capitals across the southern global. Russia blinked and everybody noticed. This is not the end of Russia's global game though, but it is a warning sign. Influence without enforcement is just diplomacy, and diplomacy without any strength, it is just noise. So here's the final question, ladies and gentlemen. If Moscow let Venezuela go, what does that say about the limits of Russian power today? Because in geopolitical world, what you don't do sometimes speaks louder than what you do.